So I rescued a 1967 Dodge Dart from a property down in the South Okanagan. Been sitting since 2004, and I tried to get it running down there but couldn't. Ended up towing it home. It's a slant 6. Doesn't have a lot of options on it. It's a pretty bare bones car. There was a lot of things going on with it. Had no brake fluid in it, had no transmission fluid, but there's some new parts on it, like shock absorbers, sway bar end links, and a new piece of exhaust, things like that. So I dragged her home, and as time permitted, and I didn't have a lot of spare time, I came out and fiddled with it. I put a new battery in it, bought new spark plugs, new brake cylinders. So, but on the overhaul, the car is pretty decent shape. It's got a wee bit of a miss, but I think it just needs just to be driven more, and maybe some top end lubricant run through. I've just took it around the block a couple times. It shifts, it starts, it stops, it shifts. Steering's a little bit on the vague side, but I think that's standard equipment in 1967. It does have a few wee issues, like right there. There's a rust hole. Nothing that can't be patched. It has a little bit of a bubble right there. But all the trim's here and in good shape, except for the driver's side rocker trim, which somebody stole, I guess, to fix their other Dart. But this fender's not bad. A couple of little blisters in it. The windshield trim seems to be so-so. So I need to put a few things like wipers on it, and got to do an oil change, because I didn't want to do that until I knew it was running. But there it is in all its glory, the Leaning Tower of Power. And the guy, I guess, years ago put some fog lights in it. And they're not cheapies. I think they're Bosch. Anyway, and also some H4 headlights. So, not looking too bad that way. And they work. Fog lights, I gotta figure out why they're not working. A few minor details. Go over the fuse box, have a look. But on the overall, the car is not bad. It used to be darker bronze than it is now. It's kind of a gold color. Inside, of course, after sitting in the desert sun for a few years, the seats are a little on the exploded side. Black interior, lots of cracks. This one here is, you know, a little bit on the mungy side. And it shows 59,000, so it's probably 159. Radio doesn't work at this time. It's an aftermarket German Becker radio. Becker, Mexico. Cassette stereo. I guess the guy was a smoker because there's some cigarette butts. So if anybody needs any 16-year-old DNA samples, that's... Here we go. Oh no, we have a gauge down here. What does that say? That's the oil pressure gauge. So it's showing 50 pounds. Pretty darn close to 50 pounds. So the car, the old Slant 6 isn't in bad shape. So that's good. Not much for options. It's supposed to have a remote driver's side mirror here, but it doesn't seem to be. Well, it works a little bit. I guess it needs some lubrication. So things like the hinges and the latches and that all need to be lubricated. And of course the headliner has got some custom touches. Separated on the seam. But there's no mice, no evidence of mice in here, which would be unusual. So this is it. An old slant 6. The horn doesn't work either, so. Okay, so that's the tour of my 67 Dart.